like I take a shower every day. I got to take a shower every day or Houston, we got a problem. Well, that's for the external part of my body. What about the inside? And let's even say if it's not like every day, because maybe it is every day, but what is the telltale evidence? Like if it's the taking a shower, what's the telltale evidence? Well, it's a little odor starts happening. Well, what's the odor with the need for self-assessment? It's obvious. It's like, Houston, we got a problem. It's also like, Luke, there's a disturbance in the force. It's that disturbed, that upset. Aloha, Alex here with Aloha Speaks once again. And today's topic is rinse and repeat. It's about segment 3 in Malama Aloha Pono. As I get started, I'm realizing it's more about segment 4, the subconscious, in an indirect way, directly, because it's all about the lie, and it's it's behind the scenes, and there are 2. It's basic, very basic for me. This fundamental misinterpretation, lie, that assumption that I'm going to live forever. But it's not that. It's that I'm never going to die. That's it. I wake up. It's not about the thought. No. It has nothing to do with, no, I don't think that. It has nothing to do with what I think. Because I'll never admit that. No, I don't think that. It has to do with behavior, because as soon as I wake up, I'm planning the day. Oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do, like, completely assuming that, oh yeah, what am I going to do tomorrow? Oh, I'm going to, next month, what am I going to do? Because I have to plan my vacation. It's ongoing because there's an automatic assumption I'm never going to die. I'm just going to keep breathing. So what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong with it is it's a lie. It's based on an assumption that has zero foundation in truth. That the only thing I have in reality is this moment, because it's true. Now, I'm not trying to be philosophical. I'm talking about behavior, because in that behavior, I'm not even into the topic. I'm just saying it's really about, and it's not, it's about the 6th segment, which skips over the 5th one, righting wrongs, but it's all about that 6th segment of self-love, because I end up not loving myself, because the second, there are 2 lies in the subconscious segment that I'm not doing a topic on the 6th segment. I'm just saying it's what it's really headed toward is that second lie, that it's about self-esteem. That I was talking to someone, this saying in the 12-step program is, we all have this we're all egomaniacs with a low self-esteem complex. It's about that low self-esteem. I mean, I get that for me. It's so embedded from way back messages that I'm worthless, but so worthless, so incredibly worthless that it takes on the hyperbole of that I don't even exist. Now this is way down the line. It needs reverse engineering from there. I'm getting ahead of myself, in other words, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. The need for me to do the third segment, which is that self-assessment, is to remove what blocks me from making that differentiation between the true and the false. It gets in my way of that self-love that is taking that time to be still, be silent. Access that which I resist because this tells me, oh, there's no value there. That's where there is value in the moment. That's where it is. So I'm all, I was thinking what the word was, but now we come to the segment 3. And the reason I called it rinse and repeat is because it's going on every day. As like I take a shower every day. I got to take a shower every day or Houston, we got a problem. Well, that's for the external part of my body. What about the inside? And let's even say if it's not like every day, because maybe it is every day, but what is the telltale evidence? Like if it's the taking a shower, what's the telltale evidence? Well, it's a little odor starts happening. Well, what's the odor with the need for self-assessment? It's obvious. It's like, Houston, we got a problem. It's also like, Luke, there's a disturbance in the force. It's that disturbed, that upset. As soon as I have a feeling, and it's hard enough to even admit I'm upset. That's where segment 1 comes in. That's where segment 2 comes in. Listening. It's all grist for resistance. My resistance, because I'm so darn good at resisting. But when I get through that resistance and admit, wait, I am upset. Why? Because I made the plans. I had the agenda. Oh, it's not working out. Things aren't going my way. Especially in a close relationship. Oh, they're not doing it my way. She's not. She needs to. Wait. And I'm upset. Right then, I can, if I'm in touch with myself, when I get in touch with myself, I'm disturbed, I'm upset. And it's called rinse and repeat. It's like repeat every time this happens because it continues to happen. It's more like wash, just like taking a shower. That washing with soap. The soap and water are these 4 questions. I talked to him, I think it's in the betrayal video. I spoke specifically about them, but I'm going to come from just the same thing in a different way, because what I consider myself good at is making other people's assessment. Oh, I can speak very clearly on what they need to do, what he needs to do, what she needs to do. Oh, look at, if they would only do that. Especially if that thing that they would change would make me feel better. But even if it wouldn't have anything to do with me feel better, I can still identify very quickly what they need to do. But boy, when it comes to me, resistance. And I'm not as good at it. I'm really good at it with other people. But what happens if there's a little breakdown there in skill, in my ability to be good at it? So it's like this. It's not even a big piece of paper. It's this size is what I use in a day. In going through the day, I feel it. As soon as I feel that upset or disturbed, and it's a whole number. I have a list of different, aggravated, annoyed. It can be anger. It can be rage. It can be all whatever level or word I want to apply to it. Then there are 4 questions, but the 4 questions are leading to a 5th question. It's all about getting to the 5th question, but that 5th question is way too hard to be clear on until first answering the first 4. So before I get to any of the questions, I put at the very top, tiny little, I put down, what is it that upset me? And I just put a little tiny, like that. Like, I don't know, it's just a little line about like that. And then I put down 1, like that. 1. It takes about 10 minutes to do this whole process. But where am I selfish? Now, what I'm getting at here is I want to know where the dishonesty is. But before I can get that, I write down, where am I selfish? And I usually put 1, 2, or 3 lines real small underneath it like that. And it just takes me not even a few minutes. I know where I'm being selfish, and I just write them down. They're not sentences. They're phrases. To identify, where am I being selfish in this matter that I wrote at the top that upset me? Oh, she did this. He did this. They did this. 2. Then I put down, where am I dishonest? Where am I being? I actually put down being dishonest. And I put down and I answer 2 or 3. See, like that. It shows up like that down there on the piece of paper. This doesn't take long. 3. Where am I being? Okay? And oops, I didn't put the T on dishonest. Being, I'm going too fast. Being, okay. And it's being self-seeking, but it's prideful. I'll just put that because that's what it's about. It's the pride. Where, and then it's like 2 or 3, right? And then 4. Where am I being frightened? And now that one Sometimes I have five. It comes like that. Then, at the bottom, number 5, where am I? The 5th question, am I to blame? And it now, that question, here's the point. Here's what I'm trying to get to. So there it is, right there. Where am I to blame after? Where am I being frightened? And I write down 3 things there. I just write small in there like that. Where am I being prideful? And I write a few things in there. Where am I being... This whole process takes 10 minutes. Takes 10 minutes. It changes everything. The way I feel the way I feel. It's changed in that doing this. I don't want to do this. I don't usually use the word hate because I think that's a really strong word, and I avoid it. I hate doing this because of this. This is what hates doing it, because it's the ego. The ego. I shouldn't even say I hate it, because I love the results. Love the results. The ego hates doing this. 10 minutes. It's not, I'm not even being, in hyperbole, I used to say this takes me 5 minutes, because I really thought it took me 5 minutes, but it doesn't. It takes 10 minutes. 10 minutes. What it does is it removes the block that gets me where I need to be. It's not about truth as truth. No. It's about more like factual. It's about objectivity as opposed to being subjective and knocked off balance and foggy and confused. Then it's coming from a place that's more objective and able to then proceed in a direction that is free of bondage to something that is anchored to lies, to a lie. And we already, knowing that lie is that low self-esteem, that I'm worthless, because it's like, it's way weird. I don't want to use weird. It is twisted. It's convoluted, the whole messy thing. But once it gets straightened out, it's like, okay, let's look at this whole thing realistically, so that I can end up then being in a position to, I know then that I was in a place of a wrong, and I can right the wrong. What it does is it allows me to be in that place of loving myself. This is what the others might be wants. This is a need. More to come. Oh, so fortunate. As always. Aloha.
Welcome to Aloha Speaks, home of Malama Aloha Pono by Alexander Noman.